That's so weird. D4 is such a weird move. That's so weird. That it just feels so wrong in like all regards. Like, why would you play a move like that? All right, hey everyone, we're back with another 10+0 rapid game. I forgot to press record on the last video, which was kind of sad. I did end up losing that one. I can show you guys if you guys want. I'm gonna play C5. I've been on a huge losing streak. Might as well go out in a fiery crisp and just play C5, explosive stuff, and just hopefully not lose, but we'll see. Knight f3 is a pretty standard move. I play knight f6, attacking the e4 pawn. In these faster time controls, some people just blunder the e4 pawn. I assume my opponent sees that's being attacked. D3 seems a little bit passive. I'm just going to play d5. Interesting. So he's playing like a King's Indian attack type of structure here. I'm just going to play knight c6. I'm not going to play anything complicated here. Do I want to take... No, I don't think I need to. There's no reason to take, to be honest. He has this more passive setup. And let's just play solid. You know, there's no reason to do anything crazy here. Bishop d6 is a consideration. I do have to stress about an e5 pawn fork. So that's not very fun to calculate. I'm just gonna play bishop e7, just a solid move. And yeah, I mean, as far as standard positions go, this is a very, very standard position. I could consider queen c7. He's probably gonna play rook e1 and knight f1 and knight e3 or knight g3. If he does play rook e1 and knight f1, after he plays knight f1, I could consider queen c3 to prevent the bishop from going to f4. I definitely have my options here. I see no reason why not to castle, other than, you know, unless I wanted to castle queenside, which might totally be fine as well. Okay, queen c2, very standard stuff. So yeah, this is the typical King's Indian attack type of setup here. Very, very solid. Nothing wrong with it at all. Queen c7 also seems totally fine too. This is just a very solid position for both of us. And yes, so what to do here? What to do? I could take and play knight here, knight e5. If he plays bishop e2, I could play... I don't even know what I want to play. What do I want to play? These are great questions. I have no idea. Knight e5 immediately doesn't look that bad. Because if knight takes, queen takes, bishop takes, and yeah, actually I kind of like it. I kind of like this move, knight e5. It looks fairly, you know, solid. Nothing wrong with it. Let's just take. I did forget f5 was guarded by the bishop. I'm not going to lie. I did completely forget about that, but luckily it's totally fine for me. Okay. I think I'm just going to take. Oh, did I just blunder? Pawn takes? Okay, I think that was just an absolute blunder by me. Like, legitimately. Now I do have this move, knight g4. h3 though, it's probably losing for me. Should probably just take. And now I have a fairly unpleasant position. Like this isn't very fun. I could play this move knight g4 with the idea of playing knight h6. So yeah, I mean, this doesn't look that bad. If I do try to get my knight to f5, though, I do have to consider how bad g4 is. So knight g4, h3, knight h6, and then he could play g4 immediately. In that case, then I might have this move. Yeah, it's a little bit uncomfortable here. It's a little bit uncomfortable. Probably knight d7 is better. I don't really like my pieces, though. My pieces kind of suck. I'm not going to lie. Knight e8, knight c7. Does help support the f6 pawn break, because my knight on c7 will guard the e6 pawn from this rook. So I'm not really sure what to play here. I know I just need to move my knight out of danger, though. That's the main thing. So here, f6. If pawn takes, rook takes, but then g5, and that's a fork, which is not very good. So I think I'm just going to play, I should probably move a bit quickly here and not linger too long on this move. f6 is probably a move I want to make sooner rather than later. That's so weird. d4 is such a weird move. That's so weird. That it just feels so wrong in like all regards. Like, why would you play a move like that? That's just a weird move. I'm just gonna play rook. I don't even know what to do. I'm so baffled by that move. I'm gonna play rook ac8. I might even double up. Change of plans. You know, he wants to play d4. Okay, I'm fine with this. He might consider taking. I'm not unhappy if he takes. Is my thing though. I'm not unhappy at all. I do want to just double up though. If he takes, I'm probably taking with the knight. He might play this move b4. b4 is an interesting. Oh no, he just blunders a pawn. It is not an interesting move. Could play e3. Oh, I'm so happy here. I'm so happy. Yeah. I don't know if this is good enough to try to get an advantage, but it can't be bad though. That's for sure. I could even consider a move like knight b6. If I take, he might take with his bishop, keeping the c-file closed. That's definitely something that he might consider for sure. If he wants to keep the c-file closed though, he might as well just take on c5 though. Why not? I expect here he might play king f2. That seems like a pretty reasonable move. That move is a bit weird to me. It does develop the knight. Let's just take. Kind of just want to play bishop c5 here. Not sure if that's good or not. Knight here. Knight here is I think it's a good move. I don't have too much time to think about it that much, but I think it's a good move because I'm threatening knight d3, and that's literally just a fork of 2 pawns. He might trade it off, but I do feel like my bishop is pretty good. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Hard to tell for sure. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do if he does take my knight. I assume I should take back with the bishop. And maybe play rook here. Maybe not. Okay. This is just a fork. I'm attacking both these pawns at the same time. I don't think there's any way to defend both of them. He's attacking this a7 pawn, but his bishop looks like it probably gets trapped if he takes it. So I'm not really worried about him taking the a7 pawn. He does get connect 4. That looks kind of strong, but I like pawns, so I'm just going to take it. And I could... Bishop here looks pretty reasonable. Knight here. Bishop here, knight f3. Maybe this was the wrong way for me to play. Maybe this was the wrong way. Maybe I shouldn't have allowed this. Is knight f3 a good move, though? Knight c4, it does allow a trade, and he can take here. Attacking my bishop. That looks pretty annoying, to be honest. I don't know. I messed this up. I messed this position up again. I messed this up. I've been doing that a lot lately with all my games. That can't be a good move. That can't be a good move. I'm just gonna play this. Covering a5. c5 is covered. b6 is on the way, and I'm just up a pawn. Knight b3 wasn't a good move by him, I don't think. One consideration is that his king and rook are forkable for sure. Can't really do anything about that right now. I do have this potential move. That can't be good. That can't be good. I'm not sure what he was thinking about. Knight d4. Oh, maybe it was a good move. Yeah, knight d4 is a strong move for sure. And maybe I'm not giving him enough credit here. That being said, I think after bishop takes, I have this. So it probably wasn't a good move. This rook on b1 is undefended. Taking on a7 is always a suspicious looking move. It's probably a good move. Takes. Surprisingly a good move. Rook here seems fine. Takes. Let's just go here. Why not? Okay. I won my pawn back, but I don't think I'm playing well. I think I'm playing so badly. I'm just gonna make looks for my king, not get back rank checkmated. That's a good move. That's a good move. Yeah, threatening check. And here. Why did I play this move g6? It doesn't seem that good. Yeah, I don't know why I played this move. Yeah, he's studying checkmate in 3 now. Why am I doing this? h5, does that solve any of my problems? Rook here. Rook here. Let's just go king up. If I lose, I lose. And I'm going to try to get my king up over here. Oh, wait. I just realized something. I did have this move, rook b2, rook a1, rook b1, rook b2 to trade off rooks. And I think I'm the only one that could win in this endgame. Yeah, why didn't I do that, actually? Yeah, that's actually a really... Yeah, I don't think king g7 is a very good move at all. I think rook b1, rook b2 would have been a better course of action. Probably. Now I have to move. Let's go here. I'm very close to getting checkmated. He could go check here, check, which is just mate, if I'm not mistaken. So, I blundered checkmate again. I do that a lot. He definitely sees it, I think. No reason for him not to play it. So, yeah, that move probably also works. If I take, that's just mate. Check here, check. I don't know. It's just unstoppable. I think I'm just gonna resign here. Okay. Yeah, a pretty disappointing game by me. Once again. Um, yeah, I think I'm playing okay. Apparent bishop g4 is a mistake. What's better? e5. Okay, taking space in the center. Sure, that makes sense. Yeah, I've been losing a lot of games lately, both online and over the board. Apparently, I'm supposed to take on e7 first. Oh, yes, we saw why. Because, wait, what? Why not? What's the moves here? f3. Ah. Oh. Yeah. And e5. Wow. And he's just winning. And yeah, he could have taken on f6. He could have, but he didn't. And yeah, I won a pawn. And b6, yeah, he could take on a7. Good on him for finding that move. Rook a6 was better by me. And then after going back, I can play a move like h5, and it's equal pawns. But this is a target. My knight is unstoppably good. So yeah, I think I rushed once again. I rushed with this move, and it's still not bad for me though. It's still not bad for me. I win my pawn back. And really, okay, h5 was apparently good, which makes sense. Really, if I was really worried, I should have gone check here and check and forced the trade. And I'm never, ever losing this. With my low time, I might. But, like, this is, if I was worried about losing this game, I should have just done that. Instead, however, I just played g6. It's a bad move again. Just play h5. And, check here, rook a7. I can play g5. Yeah, and if you take, then king g8 is actually a fork, which is kind of crazy to think about. Although everything's defended, so I guess it's not a fork. But maybe something like this. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely very interesting for sure. Anyways, I screwed everything up, and I ended up losing this game, so that was kind of sad, but hey, it happens. Guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.